Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. What is on my freaks and peeps? It's us. We're here. We're not gonna go out. It's wet out there, so we're gonna be inside today. Hello, 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 Mina. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. I'm very cold. It's very cold. It's very cold in here. We've literally got the heating on and I'm still freezing. My hands hurt so bad, dude. Hoping that they can warm up a bit before we start playing the game, because like touching a keyboard right now is just not fun. Dude, I'm like so at a loss about what to talk about. My brain is like completely scrambled. So excuse. It was a long night last night. A lot of drinking. And oh man, I'm cracking up just thinking about it. What the hell? Sorry. I'm not crying, but I'm like I can feel my face flushing, dude. My brain is so like fried and I'm Jesus Christ, there's like honking outside. Um what? Yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now. I feel like my brain is like inside a tornado. I feel very much confusion. I'm a little distraught as well today. And by me saying this, it's always like a precursor to something like really bad that I'm gonna talk about on stream, and I know that everyone sucks in their breath and gets nervous, like, oh, here we go again. She's about to drop some like crazy thing that happened. You wanna know what I'm devastated about? You wanna know what's like breaking my heart right now? I fucking finished Supernatural last night. I'm not kidding. That's literally it. It's so pathetic, but I am literally fucking heartbroken, dude. I I've been crying a lot, okay? Don't at me. uh, I finished Supernatural. Um I'm not okay. Wow, yeah. Jasper, I know. So for anyone that's like not in the loop, if you didn't know, I have autism. If it wasn't obvious, I have autism, and one of my many special interests, but one of the reoccurring big ones in my life is a TV series produced by Warner Bros. I'm pretty sure, called Supernatural. And if you've been around on the internet, especially during the like Gen Z millennial time, you'll know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, I'm sorry. Maybe look it up. So emotional. I am really upset. Okay. I know it doesn't seem like I'm like still processing what happened. Um, so basically, Supernatural was a TV series with the actors. Well, it started with the actors Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles playing effectively two brothers who went on a long-standing road trip, ghost hunting while looking for their dad. They found their dad, and their dad was Morgan something. I don't remember. He's famous not for Supernatural. Ironically, Supernatural was probably what he became famous of, but he's most known for like playing Negan in The Walking Dead, from what I've been told. So there you go. But basically, like the TV series is like it's the longest running. Well, it was the longest running paranormal TV series. I think it was sci. I don't know. It's the longest running fictional, potentially. I'm probably wrong. It was one of the longest running like TV series in the category. Um, running for I think it went over once it hit 13 or 14 seasons, 12 or 14 seasons. It was considered the longest running TV show of that nature, whatever that nature is. And then it went on for a further few seasons, and then it hit season 15, and then they finished it. And I have loved that TV series since I was little. Not little enough where it would have been a problem to watch it, but probably too young to watch it. It was a 15. I don't think I was much older than 14 at the time that I started watching it. Don't ask. It's also, I'm pretty sure now it's like an 18, but I don't know. Anyway, so the TV series is like been going on for like a long time, right? And I was in college when I started watching it, right? I don't know what season was out when I started watching it, probably like 12 or 13 maybe. So it'd been going on for a while at that point, and it was still continuing. This was also, I was coming into it, I don't want to say like late, but like somewhat like towards the end of kind of the Tumblr era of it, because it was big on Tumblr. And the reason I came into it was because my friends were into it, and as part of my autistic adaptation to other people's like interests, this was how I did it. I wasn't ever going to be one of those people that actually like conformed to like the more stereotypical interests, like things like, not that I'm slamming if you're into this, like that's fine. I'm just saying it's not really in the sphere of things that I'm going to pretend to care about, of like I don't know, Taylor Swift and like One Direction and all that. Like nothing against you if you're into that. It's just one of those things that like it was kind of the thing around the time that I would have been into this. Yeah, so like I don't know why this is like a great series. It is a great series. So one of the things is like I came into this group of friends, and one of the things that we all kind of could collaborate on was this shared interest in Supernatural. And my friend was really into it, and so I was like, "Oh, I'll give this a look into." And I was obsessed with it from day so into it, even though like horror was not something that I was ever going to touch with a 10-foot pole. And to this day, it's still not something that I'm keen on touching. That being said, I've broken through that many times, especially with streaming. But so I got really into it. And as with many things that I get into, I became obsessed with it. It became my living, waking, walking identity. I was so into it that I was in par with my friend who'd introduced me to it, in it being my special interest. The difference being is obviously that I don't think she had autism. I don't know. I don't talk to her. Well, I've not fallen out with her. I'm still in little bits of contact and stuff with this friend. We just don't live near each other anymore, so I don't talk to her. But it was like it was a big part of my identity in college, and it was something I became known for, because being like outwardly like trying to like be somewhat sociable with people, my tactic at the time was to have at least a bag or a t-shirt of something I was really interested in, and then I knew that other people who were interested in that would come up to me and be like, "Oh, I love that like thing that you've got a thing of," you know? So one of these things I did that with was Supernatural. So I had things like a bag, I had a coat. Well, it wasn't a coat. I had a jacket. I still have that jacket. I did a Castiel cosplay. Like, I did it all, right? Big part of my identity. And then we were coming up to the end of the secondary school years, and we were going into the more sixth form college era of our lives, right? And this was when I started getting more outed in the group as childish in my interest. Weirdly, Supernatural was also one of those things that they brought up that I was like in a dying interest of, which got me outcast from the group, which was nice. Whole sub story. I held on to it. I think I lost interest in it around season 12. I think I just sort of started like my attention span started dropping with that. I had other interests. I was like going through a big progression in my life. Like I didn't have time to sit and consume Supernatural like I was. I still bought all the stuff for it. I still like wore the stuff proudly. I used that Supernatural bag for years. I still fucking have it. It's been fixed so many times. It's probably not usable anymore, but I have it, right? Also, welcome, Mimi! Good morning, morning. Did you hear the ping? I'm so sorry. I have no idea who's texting me. My aunt. She said something about going strong, so I don't know what's going on there. Good morning, morning. We're talking about my devastation about the fact that I finally finished Supernatural last night, and now I'm talking about my growing interest with Supernatural growing up. The TV series, I mean, not like just Supernatural as a whole. What was I saying? So yeah, I was very predominantly into the supernatural interest. When I went to art college, it was something that I proudly I drew all the time. I've got like realistic portraits I drew at the time. They're not very good, but I I have like hyper realistic graphite drawings that I drew because that's what I did at the time of the actors and stuff. So I had and I had paintings. I had this huge canvas of all the angels, and they're not good. They're really not good. Do not ask me to show them to you. I don't even have that canvas. It was on my, bless my parents. Oh my god, I think back on this and I have little to no shame about it, but there is a part of me that has a little bit of regret about the fact that I painted this ginormous canvas, right? It was supposed to be a Doctor Who canvas, okay? I had it all planned out, I mapped it out, it was all ready to go. And then I stepped back on the canvas in my bedroom and I put my foot through it. I was not happy. So I had to saw down the canvas and re-stretch it over. And by that point, the canvas didn't fit what I planned for it anymore because I'd measured it out for this Doctor Who piece. Never did that Doctor Who piece, by the way. Anyway, so I ended up painting this huge, and I mean huge. I'm trying to think how big it was, if I can give a size reference to the canvas. Potentially 90 centimeters by 90 centimeters. I think that was the original size. So it was a big canvas, right? I had this huge canvas of it, right? And I painted the four angels. I painted Lucifer, Gabriel, Balthazar, and Castiel, which is the main angels, right? We're not talking about spoilers here. Anyway, so I had those. And that painting, I was so proud of it. I did a glossy, metallic gold brush on the background. Their wings looked great. I was so fucking proud of this painting. It was above my mum's seat in the living room for years. And I mean years. We put it up next to what was Derek's cage at the time. Derek was my bud, by the way, if anyone's new. I should show it. No, I'm not fucking showing it. Anyway, this canvas was on the wall for years. And there was another canvas that was slightly smaller that is also still somewhere in my parents' living room. They've taken it down now. But no, I'm not fucking showing it. Maybe I should. I don't know if I have any photos of it. If I can find one, I'll send it. Because I don't actually know what's happened to the canvas, might I add. I'm pretty sure it's in my parents' garage, which isn't great. I will probably never get that canvas back. Nor do I really want it, because it does not look good and it's not a good visual representation of my artistic skill now. Excuse me. So anyway, I had this canvas and I had another canvas. Bless my parents, they literally I painted these canvases and I went down to them and I was like, look at this. And they're like, we're putting it on the fucking wall. Oh my god, anytime anyone that I knew, I couldn't have friends over because they'd come in and they'd be greeted by this huge canvas along. Geez, the rain just slapped my window. They were greeted by three different huge canvases of things that I was very predominantly into and that my parents just put up with. One of them being one of those really stupid geek memorial canvases. I had a whole thing. Welcome, oldest man. Real good to see you. And a whole thing it was painted each four. I had four sections with my parents and my siblings' interests, and then a paragraph of different fandoms, one of those in this house we do geek. I had one of those that I made. So people would walk in, see that, oh my god, the amount of people that would come around for the first time and they'd be stood in, my parents would not invite people into the living room, and so they just stood in the foyer, in the hallway, right, and just read this canvas. I will never live it down. Fortunately, I've been told they've taken it down now, but Jesus Christ, that thing was up for years. Anyway, so they would see that and then finally be invited into the living room and be greeted with just the supernatural paintings. And I was just I had no shame until I started dating, and then I had shame. So these were huge, and just I literally, even to this day, I'm you know what, I don't think it bothered me as much as it should have, and it still does not bother me, but there is a part of me that thinks in any other situation that should have been something I was like viscerally ashamed of. But like it wasn't, and it still isn't. So I had these, they're not good artworks, but like that's the only part of it that I have shame about, is not the fact that I had a huge canvas of my very embarrassing like teenage obsession, right, that I painted. It was the fact that my terrible artwork remained on the wall for so many years. Like, genuinely, that's all I care about, is the fact that people had to look at my shit artwork, and that's what they got on the visuals of how my artwork looks. It was not a confidence builder. But, like, did I care about the fact that it was supernatural? Did I fuck? So that thing remained on the wall for years. And this was, like, the pretty, like, outspoken part of my interest. And if you'd watched the series and came into the house, you'd know what it is. But most people didn't. So that was not a fun experience. But anyway, so what was I saying? So yeah, I had that. I also had, like, shot glasses. I have one mug now. I had, like, I don't know what I had. I didn't have a lot of like supernatural like memorabilia because it wasn't easy to get hold of in the UK, and it wasn't something that stores really had apart from like HMV and stuff, which at the time I'm pretty sure was going through like one of their shutdowns. So I didn't have a lot. If HMV didn't carry it, I didn't have it. If I couldn't, because I didn't have access to things like Amazon and stuff. So if my mom couldn't get it online, and I couldn't get it in like HMV, I didn't have it. But like those few bits I did have, I still have, and I treasure. So my interest in it was pretty outspoken. It weirdly wasn't something I really talked about though. Like it was something that I watched in my free time, and something that I regrettably also read fan fiction over. Did I write any fan fiction about it? No. But did I read like fan fiction copiously? And no, my interest in fan fiction weren't the fucking brother shipping. I don't know where they got that line in the show from. Their like thing where they like incest ship them, and I'm just like, hang on a minute. Who the fuck in the community is doing that? Like, and if you are, shame on you. I'm sorry. Like, that's weird. I like don't like shaming people about the way they like consume fandoms, but if you're shipping two characters that are very, very obviously related, don't do it. That's just a bit interesting. Alexa, play Sweet Home Alabama. Yeah, exactly. Also, welcome, Just Peaches. Good to see you. Hey, Jasper. Hello. We're talking about Supernatural, the TV show, not the like genre. Anyway, just gonna put this on and get back to work. Have a good stream. Thank you. Good to see you. Hope you have a good time at work. What was I saying? Yeah, so I had like it was a pretty outwards like interest, right? But it was a pretty visual aspect of my life. It just wasn't something like many of my special interests. It just wasn't something I talked about. But I was known as the kid who really liked Marvel and Supernatural. Those were the things I was known for. Little did people know that those two interests were like brought on in a time to kind of like give age appropriateness to my special interests. What I didn't talk about was obviously my still massive interest in things like Monster High, Atlantis. That was just not something I talked about because Disney kids weren't really a thing back then, and also like Atlantis wouldn't have been a film that people had seen, and also Monster High. I got made fun of for Monster High and having an interest in Monster High, so that's why that one kind of ended up just being like sideline. So Supernatural took over on the forefront of that, and it took the brunt of my like interest, and it was cool because I'd either have people come up and be like, I really like that like TV show, and they would be super hype about it and talk to me about it, or like they're like, I really like your bag, I love Supernatural. Like I got that so often, and it was wonderful. I found out recently. Oh man, I found out recently, like a few weeks ago, that I was actually apparently made fun of quite badly behind my back. I don't think it was as much behind my back as people thought it was. I think it was pretty forefront, and people didn't realize that I didn't realize they were making fun of me. This happened a lot, and it's quite common when you're autistic. Of people being like very snide about commenting on things about you, mostly in the way of saying like, like oh, I really like your bag, or oh my god, Supernatural. Like very like the tone is different. Apparently, I would not be able to tell you. And I just took it in my stride, like, oh, they like it. And it started coming from people that I knew made fun of me for other things. And I was like, okay, that's when I started going, hang on a minute, maybe they don't mean what they're saying. That's when I caught on. And then I found out recently, because I ran into, a few nights ago, I like ran away, don't ask. But I ran into like someone that is cousins of someone I went to school with. So it's not someone that would have been in my year group, but it was someone I'd hung out with before and gone to the pub with before. And we ended up just going to the pub. And on the way to the pub, he was saying to me, like, because obviously both of us have, like, we were just talking about the fact that both of us had lost quite a considerable amount of weight since college. And we were just talking about that. I was very drunk at the time. And we were talking about that. And he kind of brought up that he was like, oh, I remember in school, people really took the piss out of you. And, like, I remember offending you because I knew you were said cousin's friend. And, you know, I just felt really bad for you. Because he knew my name. I didn't know his. I didn't know him. He wasn't in my circle. But it was sweet that he, like, defended me. But I didn't realize that I was made fun of as much as I was. I know I talk about it. I know I talk about the fact that I'm very aware I got bullied in school, right? And that was on the more obvious stuff. Little did I know, apparently a lot of it was going on behind my back. And I think I knew subconsciously that that was probably happening. I think I knew that it wasn't, like, normal to, like, be very outwards with your interest and people were going to make fun of me about that. Did I care? No. I was, like, a kid who was morbidly obese at the time. You know, I didn't have anything else going for me. So, like, to be able to talk to people about my, like, interest was, like, how I coped with that situation. But I didn't realize that I was quite badly made fun of. I knew I was made fun of to my face, but he told me, like, about the things that people said about me behind my back, and I was like, oh yeah, I knew about that. But I got home and I was like, I did not know about any of that. I was a bit crushed. I was like, oh, god damn it. It's like, it was the usual suspects. It was people I was very aware bullied me anyway, but I didn't realize how much real estate I seem to take up in people's mind, to the point that I'm still getting it brought up to me today, is, like, kind of ridiculous to me, because I'm like, oh man, I really, like, I knew something was going on, I just didn't really think about it. Also, welcome Forest Mystic, I haven't missed your message. I mean, out of all the brothers in fiction, they'd be the most likely to get freaky. No, they fucking wouldn't! Stop! Stop! Like, that's just weird. Like, I mean, I don't like that they kind of portrayed Cass as, like, one of the, like, the adopted brother, and then, like, the community, like, I shipped Destiel, right? I shipped Destiel, I think most people did. But there was always, like, watching it now as an adult, I'm like, it's kind of weird that we did ship them so heavily when the showrunners were very, like, trying really hard for, like, several years to push them as, like, more of a brother duo than, like, a potential, like, matchmaker. And then they stopped, like, giving Dean, like, girlfriends towards the later series, and I was like, okay, something's going on there. I'm not spoiling anything. If you don't know, I'm sorry, but they're obviously, right, if you haven't seen the, like, last season, I'm gonna spoil something right now. You have 5 seconds, and then come back in 5 seconds, okay? 3, 2, 1. Okay, so when Destiel was real, right? I wasn't expecting that, but I knew it was gonna happen. Okay, there we go. You can come back now. But, like, when Destiel happened, oh geez, sorry. God damn it. But, like, oh man, I think most people know about that happening. I think that was gonna happen anyway. But, like, it just felt a bit like slap around the face. It's like, I got whiplash. I was like, oh, fucking, 1 minute they're fucking brothers, next minute they're gay dads, and then the next minute they're lovers. And it was like, what the fuck is going on? Anyway, I was all for it. I was so good with that. Anyway. But yeah, no, like, what was I saying? Yeah, no, that's, like, the thing I found really weird about, like, the whole thing is the fact that they acknowledge the fact that people shipped Sam and Dean. I was like, that's not something you should acknowledge. It's like, you don't want to encourage the fan base. I mean, they did it in a, like, tongue-in-cheek way where they're like, this is weird, we're brothers. Like, they did it in that way, and it's like, I get that, but it probably didn't help at the time. I don't know, I wasn't really, like, in the fan base that much. But it weirds me out that they did that. It's like Monster High is back in vogue though. It's only back in vogue because they re-released G3 and they're all the like old ones, people are like revisiting how much they used to love them, right? Mm, I've always thought it was cool. It wasn't Vogue when I was younger. Like I was one of three girls in my class that liked Monster High. No one I knew anything about it, and I was honestly like ridiculed by my family for enjoying it. They didn't discourage me. They bought me the dolls. They like partook in the interest, like they usually did. But like every Christmas, someone would make the comment of like, "Oh, those dolls look hideous." Like that was always a thing. So yeah, it wasn't something that I would say was ever Vogue, but it's very in vogue now. But also it's come into a culture where TikTok's big and everyone knows that if you have an interest in something, TikTok's got a section for you, right? So TikTok's kind of promoted that as it does with everything. Do I Am I excited for Thursday? Guys, if you missed it, Thursday we're playing the Monster High PC game. Tune in, 4 p.m., I think. Yeah, 4 p.m. We'll play the Monster High PC game. I cannot tell you how fucking excited I am. Don't miss that. I'm excited. I will cry my eyes out over it. Anyway. Pour salt on the rabbit, no. But it was such a good way to disarm the insult, just be genuine. Yeah, it was like, I think that's the sad thing though, is that unfortunately I think I got made fun of more for like taking it as a compliment, less than that. Because I think people were just like, oh man, she's like stupid, or some less favorable words to that extent. It's like, I think they just found it funnier that I didn't get that they were making fun of me, which is something I learned like hanging out with boys later in life. It's just like that it's funnier to bully someone and then like they don't get it. Apparently. I wouldn't know. Yeah. I don't really want to talk about this. Because I think that that's just going to be depressing, and I just wanted to talk about Supernatural. Oh, I got made fun of in high school. Oh, I got a fun high school bully. I saw one in the wild like 5 years ago after high school. He just walked up to me and was like, he walked up to me like I was expecting to know him. After 5 minutes of being like, "Who are you really?" and finally figuring out who bro was, he yelled out, "I don't know you." I think he was pissed. He was a side character in my story. I'm reading that wrong. Dude, yeah. I mean, I think people think they take up more real estate in your brain than they do. I mean, credit to my bullies, they took up a lot of real estate, but not as much as the people that were my friends that turned out to be my bullies. And I don't think any of them watch this because I think I keep my privacy quite apart from. I kept my gaming like lifestyle quite separate from that group of friends anyway, so it's not really the sort of thing they'd find. But if you're watching this by some miracle, you know this is at you. Stop trying to friend me over like social media. I don't want to be your friend. You made it very clear you didn't want to be my friend several years ago. Trying to friend me now that I've actually got something going for me is not a good look for you, hen. Stop clout chasing. You're a slut. That felt mean. I'm sorry. I can't even say it like like genuinely. There's like there's a lot. This is a whole story I could talk about. You tore apart our friend. You know who you are if she's watching this, which she won't be. The people who talk about you online in your comments have the right scope, but they're so far off how much of an actually terrible person you are. And like, it's really sad because I spent many years trying to please you. And you just came in because you saw that we had quite outwards interest, came in and literally infected our group like poison ivy, and like we were a pot, we were a contained source. You crept in with all your vines and you started multiplying and spreading out to the point that you shattered the pot as you tried to venture out again. You weren't cool. Your interests were just stolen off us and you fucking know it. End of conversation. This person knows who they are. They won't watch this, but they still try and follow me on Instagram. It just bothers me. I'm like, you literally... I just don't get it. I know what it's about. It's literally either gonna be they're trying to, like, refriend me because they, like, have regrets or something. Fuck you. You can live in lonely solace. I don't give a fuck. But it's, like, either, like, they're trying to, like, rekindle something in friendship, or it's to kind of see my personal stuff because my accounts are private, right? They're either trying to see my personal stuff so they can go back to the group of friends that did stick together, which was all the bullies. They did stick together, and then fucking go back to that group and say about how, oh, she's still in her emo phase. Yeah, fucking right I am. You know why? Because I didn't, like, grow out of my interest. Sorry. Like, I actually, like, stuck true to what I wanted to do. I didn't change myself to appeal to a wider audience. I'm just mad. Anyway, let's stop talking about this. Genuinely, if I fell over in the street, I wouldn't even blink. I fall over that group all the time. Like, I run into, like, a couple of them. Like, the ones that stuck by me, I do say hi to. But the ones that I know full well were part of the group that made fun of me behind my back, I literally steer clear of. The amount of times they try and come and talk to me, and I'm just like, don't. Like, I don't want anything to do with you. It's, like, very obvious, like, I'm, like, still butthurt over it, but it's like, yeah, I am, because I don't do good. I don't forgive easily being kicked out of friendship groups, because it's like, I'm getting made fun of enough as it is. To have your friends, like, make fun of you is just, like, the worst. And also just because I don't socialize well. Like, when I have a friendship group, it's great. But, like, you guys have been there when I've lost friendship groups. Like, the last one with all the boys. Lost that friendship group. How did I take that on stream? I did not well. It was not well. I was not happy. And I'm still recovering from it. Which is ridiculous because everyone's always like, oh, friends come and go. Like, don't say that. Especially not to someone with autism who holds a lot more weight in a friendship than the other party does. Guys, if we're friends, just know that I will probably hold you in higher, like, I will hold you at a higher pedestal in my mind than you do me. And I'm not upset about that. I just think that the people that I am closest to know that I value them as people so much, and I cry about how lucky I am to have the friends I do. But just so you know, I cannot viscerally consider you guys colleagues. You are my friends. You're probably my best friends. And I'd probably consider you all bridesmaids at my fucking wedding. It's that simple. Anyway. Sorry, I'm behind on the convo. No, I'm behind on the convo as well. I know someone who got a pentacle tattooed on their arm because they thought it was a cool symbol from Supernatural. I was like, bro, what? Dude, I want to get, like, I want to get the anti-possession symbol tattooed on me because the anti-possession symbol it is a pentacle, but it's got, like, tentacle arms coming out of it. If you know Supernatural, you'll know what I'm on about. That's the symbol for Supernatural, but, like, a straight up just pentacle, you could get away with just being like, if you grow out of that interest, then you can at least be like, oh, I was just really into witchcraft as a kid, or like, I was just really into, like, paganism, or it's a symbol for protection, so I just thought it was cool to have. Like, you could, like, pass that off, whereas, like, secretly you're like, oh, I got it as a, like, representation of my interest in Supernatural. Me, on the other hand, I'm straight up just gonna get a full, like, chunk on my arm, dedicated just to supernatural. I have got a plan. I will do it. I've gotta get an anti-possession symbol. I'm gonna get a devil's trap. I'm gonna get the road so far. Carry on my wayward son in there somewhere. And maybe an angel trap? Is that what they called them? They weren't really traps. They kind of just banished the angels, didn't they? You know. Anyway. But yeah, no, if you didn't realize, a lot of the symbols in Supernatural are just pagan symbols. They just reuse them, which was a bit shit, but like they do like honor that that's where it came from. They stay true to a lot of the lore. I have a friend who has one on their neck, but it's not from Supernatural. I want to get a pentacle. A pentacle being like, right, if you don't know, a pentagram, because people get this mixed up, right? I'll put it to you simply. So a pentagram is that star that's like, it's like straight across the top, and then it goes down to the bottom left, it goes up to the top, down to the bottom right, and up in the middle again, right? That's the symbol that is called a pentagram. When it's in a circle, it's a pentacle. Okay, there is a difference. The supernatural symbol is an anti-possession symbol. It's a pentacle surrounded by tentacles. I don't think they're supposed to be tentacles, I'm just calling them that. That's the symbol for supernatural, not the pentagram or the pentacle. That, like, combination as a whole is a symbol for supernatural. But, like, yeah, no, I think it's pretty common that people just get pentagrams on them without, or pentacles on them without really, like, seeing the gravity of it. And it's like, okay, right? Not quite what that's for, but sure. Sorry, I'm behind on my combo. No, it's fine. I am behind on the combo. Jasper is the embodiment of it's not a phase, Dad. I am. Literally, if I become interested in something, if it lasts more than a year, it's an obsession. And it's not an obsession, it's a special interest. I can sit here and confidently tell you what special interest I have. And usually at a time, I think about like 4 of them take up my brain power at a time. I have others. I don't really want to discuss them as special interest because, like many people in the autism community who also have a special interest in this specific thing, it's not something, it's something that's brought with a lot of shame. Because it's not so favorable media at the minute. Or not in the media, for good reasons. But like, there is a side to my interest that I don't talk about. Because it's written by she who should not be named. And I do have an interest in it. I wouldn't say it's a special interest, but I don't, if I can help it, as far as I'm concerned, I don't participate in monetarily giving her anything. I don't promote any of the stuff online if I can help it. I have stuff, but it's secondhand usually not just because I don't want to support the author, but also because I like can't afford to do it new, and it's mostly because I just don't want to. And I consume a lot of fan media for that, and that's the best. If you also struggle with your interest in this thing, fan fiction and fan media is the best way to go with it. A lot of the time it's a lot more enjoyable anyway to see fan creations. I read a lot of fan fiction. It's free, you know, you can do what you like with it. So I just want to acknowledge that it's something I struggle with, and I don't talk about it because I also have a strong sense of justice about the fact that everyone should have rights. And that trans rights are human rights, so fuck off. You know who you are. You won't listen to this. But my special interests mainly are obviously Supernatural. Monster High, Atlantis, and body modification. Those are the four that take up most of my real estate at the minute. I also have, for many years, had a very strong special interest in the Marvel Cinematic Universe specifically. That interest sort of died around the time that Disney acquired the full rights to the franchise. Not because of that or anything. It's got nothing to do with Disney. It's literally just because at that time they started it started progressing less into what I enjoyed about it, which was the more serious action movies, to the more half-hearted comedy movies. And I'm not gonna lie, that abrupt stark change that went from, was it Age of Ultron to Thor Ragnarok, I think Thor Ragnarok came out and I didn't watch probably any of the other films until the end game and stuff came out. I literally could not. I couldn't muscle it through that movie. I have recently, but Jesus Christ, did I really struggle with muscling my way through that Marvel movie, because the humor of it, I appreciate the humor of it, but I really, really didn't enjoy the tone change of my comfort films, so wasn't so happy with that. I don't know if anyone else experiences that. Anyway, I was talking about Supernatural. Anyway, so my interest in Supernatural has been pretty strong. And Supernatural was something that it was part of my identity for many years, and it still is a big, big, big part of my life. I got with Paul, and I wanted to rewatch the series. So, Paul and I, when he would come round to visit, we often would, make dinner together, and then we'd watch, a film or something on the Xbox, while sitting up in my bed, and that was just how we spent our evenings, right? Like teenagers. And I think one day I was just like, let's watch Supernatural together, because he'd never seen it, and I was like, I think you'll enjoy it. And so we did, and he loved it, and I loved it. I loved rewatching it, and I got that drive for my special interest back. And so came the year of just it being my entire existence for a while. And it was wonderful to just have that back in my life, especially with what was kind of going on at the time, which you guys all know about. It was just nice to have something back. And yeah, it was wonderful. And it took some time to get through it. We literally moved house in that time, right? This was several months. So we moved house, and I still was buying the DVDs, because we have the physical media, right? So I was still buying the DVDs for them. I think I had up to season 12, and then once we reached season 12, I had to buy the rest, which was, normal. And so I started buying them, and I think once I started buying them, it kind of started hitting home that we weren't going to get much more of it before we finished it. And at this point, obviously, the series had been ended for 5 years, okay? I'm just gonna put it out there, by the way. Supernatural finished it released in 2020. I think they finished filming towards the end of 2019, because COVID wasn't a thing during that time, from what I understand of the filming production. So season 15 came out in 2020, and that was the end, right? They were finishing the series. I think at that point, they were struggling through it anyway, to be honest. I think that was kind of evident. I think Eric Kripke left quite early on as well. And it was becoming fan service, essentially, which I and many fans were not complaining about, I don't think, at all. But it was very obvious that a lot of the stuff they were sort of suggesting was maybe not original. In the sense that I think a lot of it came from Tumblr. There were some parts of the show, like the Scooby-Doo episode, for example, straight up, I remember seeing Tumblr posts about that before that even happened. It was very, very fan service. Welcome, Net. Good to see you. Net Regine Drink Dummy. Thank you, Net. I will drink to that. I don't have any more drink. So what was I saying? Yeah, so it was becoming very fan service, and I'm not complaining about that. But it was obvious that they were kind of starting to scrape the barrel a bit, which sucked because they had a good thing going, and it blew that it was always going to have to wrap up. They weren't going to be able to like continue it and just like have the actors like I guess die essentially on them. Like I know that they were quite young when they started it, but I think that their careers were starting to like sort of take off, and the time was just coming to end the series. I don't know if there was any particular reason for it. Um and yeah, I did not want it to happen. And I think once I found out that the series had ended, I was like, yeah, I'm not watching it again. Because I didn't want it to be over. There was always a part of me that just, they'll always live rent free in my head, just like riding off into the sunset to carry on my wayward son. And like, I don't want it to be over. I just didn't want it to like, I didn't want to acknowledge that it wasn't a thing. And I didn't want it to be a thing that ended in my lifetime. I was not okay with that. Um, and I felt, to be honest, I felt the same about like Endgame when that came out. Like it was very much that I don't want this to be over. I don't want this special interest to end now, because it's like once the series ends, you're kind of getting no more new media. So I knew that eventually we were going to have to watch the end, essentially. And a lot of that was driven on by Paul. Obviously, Paul wanted to see the end of it because he was enjoying it as much as I was, but he was like fully like, and he said about it, he's like fully prepared to like watch it end. Right, I do believe it's time to get sustenance. I will return with probably noodles. Yes, yes, please do. Enjoy your food. So it was coming up to the point where we knew we had to end it, and last night we were just like, okay, it's time. It's time to finish this chapter. Guys, it fucking sucked. Dude, I fucking cried. I bawled my fucking eyes out. Oh my god, did I cry? I cried. I'm tearing up thinking about it. I literally cried so hard last night just thinking about like just watching just the events that happened. I'm not spoiling what happened. Like obviously I've talked about like an event happening. I won't tell you what happens after that. So I cried when that happened. And then that was the third to last one. So I was like sobbing my eyes out, right? And then the final battle happened. It fucking sucked. I love that TV show. But Jesus Christ, they left it in the most mediocre way possible. I'm actually disappointed. I'm like not okay with how they left it. I think it was kind of like, I think in part in my heart, I'm like, did they leave it like this to like leave it open ended, and then the last episode happened? I was like, okay, fucking never mind. Okay, never mind. I guess we're not gonna get the ending. But like they just kind of walked away. I mean, that is kind of spoiling what happens, but like it just like you would expect like a huge like face off to happen. Oh my god, like it's like, you know, like the Lucifer and Michael fight when that was aired. Like I expected it to be like that level. Was it fuck? They just walked, like they literally walked away and turned around to the big bad. I'm not gonna, again, I'm not spoiling things, but it's like they turned around to the big bad and was like essentially said, and you can fucking sit there and think about what you've done, and gone in the car and left. And that was it. And I was like, are you kidding? Are you kidding? No, like, no ceremonial, like, stabbing or anything. They literally just turned around and the guy was like, okay, we're going now. And he's like, what the fuck? And they're like, and you can fucking sit there and think about what the fuck you've done. That's literally how it felt. And I can't in good faith sit here and say to you that that was good. It was not good. I was not impressed. I was really upset about that. There was like so many ways that could have ended. And the fact that that's what they went for, it didn't even feel like justice was served, you know? He basically, oh my god, I couldn't. Like, I was angry after watching that. I was like, what the fuck? And then I was a bit hopeful because I was like, okay, this is the last face off, right? We've got one more episode after this. Yeah, I'm not good with the last episode. I cried. I'm not gonna sit here and say I didn't cry. Fucking, I will be covering the song at some point. Hopefully one day, maybe, of like the cover of Carry On My Wayward Son that was sung in that, because it was honestly awful, but I was like, you know what, that would be a fun song to cover, so I'm considering looking into that. The problem is, I liked seeing that happen. It was sweet. And I bawled my eyes out at like the speech. Can you like tell this? Do you need a moment? No, I don't need a fucking moment. It's about a fictional TV show. Dude, I'm fucking crying. Yeah, I wasn't okay with it. Oh. Yeah, I didn't cope well with it. This is what I was like. Could you imagine how bad this was for Paul to put up with last night, guys? He had me absolutely sobbing in his arms. I was like enormously drunk. Means a lot to me. I know it ended in like 2020. This is the most pathetic part, right? This show ended in 2020. It's 2025, it was 5 years ago. And I only watched it yesterday. And it's just crazy. I mean, it's good, it's nice. I guess there's some autistic joy in the fact that this is still my special interest, to the point that, like, I care so much about this fictional TV show and these fictional characters that I do. And then like they thank the fans at the end of the episode. That's not a spoiler, by the way. It wasn't part of the show. They just did it just to say goodbye, and I cried. It's just, if you want to know like what it's like to be autistic and what the like not so sunshine and rainbows part about is it's this as well. People don't really get it. It's like people think like having special interest in something means that you're just forever happy and stimulated by the things that you love, right? What people don't really address is the fact that when something happens to do with that special interest, it can be pretty monumentally bad on like the mental health side of it. I'm not suffering, by the way. I'm just really sad, and I think this is a normal amount. It's not a normal amount to be sad, but it's pretty normal to be upset when these things happen. Ugh. It's normal, but it's maybe a bit extreme, and it's like, you know, this is the problem with having special interests, is like when you kind of realize that never gonna really change now, it's how it is forever. I have nothing to look forward to with it. Obviously, we've got the boys still. You don't know, Jensen Ackles, who plays Dean in Supernatural, is in The Boys. I don't know anything about The Boys. I will be watching it at some point. Paul's going to show it to me. But The Boys is a TV series, I think on Amazon Prime. I'm not 100% sure on that one. Basically, like, what it would actually be like to have superheroes, from what I understand. And Jensen Ackles in that, right? And there's been a recent news story that there's going to be an episode. I don't know if the episode is out. I don't know anything about it. But apparently they're getting the band back together, essentially, for that episode. As in, they're getting... So Jensen Ackles, obviously. They'll get also Jared Padalecki and also Misha Collins in as, like, a trio for something. I don't know anything about it. Oh, lordy, The Boys, I have mixed feelings. Okay. You can share them. I'm willing to like read people's interest on them. It might just not, if it's bad, I might just not share what I think of it. I know some people maybe don't appreciate those sort of things. I've seen mixed things online about it. I mean, I know it's kind of meme baity. But so was Supernatural. It's also by Eric Kripke. I didn't realize that until last night. Eric Kripke was one of the original producers of Supernatural. I think he left and went on to The Boys because he wasn't in the credits at the end of Supernatural. Robert Singer was the only one continuing Supernatural. As someone who read the comics before the TV show, it was hard to get into it. Oh, okay. I guess that's where I'm not going to struggle with it then, because I don't know anything about it before the comics. Because the comics was a commentary on the Vietnam War. Oh no! The Boys TV show is more about late stage cannibalism. Oh god, okay, I understand. Don't need to explain any further. Now I understand. And now I know how. Wait, I just saw like your message. Now I know how my parents felt when I cried when watching FMA. I'm sorry. So it's night and day. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know anything about the comics or anything to do with that, so I might talk to Paul about it because he's got like shit tons of comics, so it might be something he knows about. Dude, I'm actually like not okay. I'm fucking Can you like, guys? I was gonna title this stream something completely different, but I just didn't want to start the stream with something like really depressive. But like, I am literally. I knew that this. I knew I was. I know I'm sad. I'm still. There's like a pit in my heart that doesn't feel good about watching the end of Supernatural. And I mean, there is the other side of it that there is always the chance that it might not be the end of it. Obviously, they tried to revitalize it with the Mary and John TV series. I think it's the Winchesters is what they called it. Yeah, I don't plan on watching that. Really, it's really shit. It also doesn't make any canonical sense at all. Like, I read the premise of it and I was like, that just literally doesn't work. Because it kind of like the Winchesters is like portrayed on the fact that like Marion and John, which is Sam and Dean's parents, right? They go hunting together. They completely miss the fact that, spoilers, Mary was a hunter and got out of the hunting. Like hunter, by the way, in the TV show refers to someone that hunts monsters and ghosts, not like someone who goes out and shoots it, right? So Mary was a hunter and then got with John, and like her family lineage is like hunters, and they got together, and then she died when Sam was like a few months old, and then this isn't spoilers, by the way. This literally happens in the first episode. And then John goes on to like hunting himself to like track down her killer, which is obviously a supernatural being. We know how that goes. And like the connection is that they don't find out that Mary was a hunter until like a lot later in the series. So the premise of the Winchesters just doesn't work at all. It works in the sense of like if they kept the timeline that they accidentally created when they went back in time and told Mary that they're her children. But like they don't I know they don't keep that timeline, but they like wipe a memory. But it's like, it's crazy to me that they kind of tried to make a TV show out of that. It's like, what? You don't think the fans aren't gonna poke, like, not even holes, like minefields in there, like straight up just like, you know, belt loops. Jeez, Paul just died outside. um But like, it just like, it was crazy to me that they even tried that concept. It sucks though, because there was like a great premise for the Wayward Sisters, I think was the series that was gonna be happening, where they were gonna get like um Claire Novak, which was Jimmy Novak's daughter, also played by the woman who's in Lisa Frankenstein. I can't remember the actress's name, but she was Ant-Man's older daughter and also was the main character in Lisa Frankenstein. Fun fact. Um, they were gonna get her and one of the other sisters under Jodie's care, and they were gonna have their own TV series where they, like, you know, monsters and stuff. I think that would have been great. I think they scrapped it though, unfortunately. They did have many spin-offs. I think the only one that worked was Ghost Faces, but that was brought in at a time when internet culture was kind of like thriving off Supernatural, so it was like an easy kind of left click transition. Like, there's something that you could like watch alongside scrolling Tumblr. It was a web series, right? So you could watch it. And it wasn't like something that they took seriously, whereas I think later on down the line they tried to go a more serious route with the series and it just didn't really work. One of the things Paul said that he enjoyed about it was the fact that it didn't take itself too seriously like the TV series. But I think a lot of that comedic value has come from a lot of the stuff that they kept like very genuine in the show was a lot to do with the actors. I think Jensen had like a big hand in like how the show progressed, because I know they were trying to get rid of the Impala towards the later series, and he said if baby goes, I go. It's like, he was like, they're like, we literally can't fund it, and he's like, I will fund it, you can't get rid of the Impala. So I appreciate it. I love the fucking, I'm trying to convince Paul to get an Impala because it's an automatic and he can drive it. Jesus. Yeah, no, I mean, I got other stuff to watch now. So I'm okay for TV series. Like, we had TV shows that we were putting off watching until we finished with Supernatural. Like, for example, we had another season of Ice Road Truckers that we got, and we just haven't watched yet. We've also got freaking Spaced, which I'm so excited to watch, and we're going to be watching at some point. If you don't know what Spaced is, another one of my long-standing special interests that I completely forgot to mention is Simon Pegg, right? If you don't know, Simon Pegg is part of the Cornetto trilogy, and if you don't know what the Cornetto trilogy is, you probably have heard of its main first generation title, which is Shaun of the Dead. Most people know about Shaun of the Dead, but Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz and The World's End are connected in what's called the Cornetto trilogy, and the Cornetto trilogy is basically made up of Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, and Edgar Wright, who is the director, and that is how they do it, right? So Shaun of the Dead. Paul told me this last night, by the way. Interesting fact. Shaun of the Dead was originally a spaced episode. They just decided that, I guess, that make it a full feature movie. Which, I mean, I don't like Shaun of the Dead. I'm not gonna lie, it's like my least favorite of the Cornetto trilogy. But like, it's always the it's always the one I recommend to people if you want to get a good understanding of what it's like to live in England or British culture in general that isn't like snobbish. Shaun of the Dead is probably the best representation. If you want a good representation of what it's like to live in the countryside, Hot Fuzz is a great representation, especially on the language side of things, of like not really being able to understand people unless you're from the area. But it's not a great representation of what it's like to live in Cornwall. I will say that. There is no good representation of Cornwall in media. It just doesn't really like compute. But yeah, so I'm excited. I got those. I'm very excited about it. I like can't wait to watch I can't. I'm sitting here. I'm like, I cannot tell you how excited I am to watch Fucking Space. Not gonna be watched. We watch first. We're gonna watch. I think Ice Road Truckers first. I think. I'm not sure. No, because I think we'll get into later. I mean, no, I think we'll watch Ice Road Truckers first. We'll get through that pretty quick. And then Spaced is only 3 seasons. Because we watched. I should talk about this while we're playing the game. I will talk about this more, but I'll just say like we watched a great TV show called Father Ted together when we first like started like seeing each other. Mixed opinions on that one now. Obviously, like it's like pretty famed, and quoted a lot in the UK. I will say though, if you're at all like in the sense of like righteous sense of justice, where even the like mutterings of anything like unkind to will be seen as like this sounds bad. It's not. It's a very much a product of the time. That's where I'm going with this. Basically, like the TV show a lot of the time relied comedically on things that in this day and age you would not even be allowed to talk about on a TV show, let alone make fun of. So just be aware if you're going to watch that. It was at the time, it was a product of the time. I mean, I sat through it through gritted teeth. I liked it, it was funny, but it's like, I think there were some parts where I'm like, oh god, you wouldn't be able to say that now. And those bits I struggled with a bit, but like, you have to kind of sit there with the mindset of like, it was a product of the time. Anyway. I'm going to go take a break. Really go. I need a cuddle, so I'm gonna go for a cuddle, and get a drink, and I will be RB, and we'll go straight into Portal. Okay. What?
I've returned from cuddles. And I got cries. It sounds so unenthused. I'm just a bit heartbroken. Paul, like when I went to see Paul, he was like, I was like, I need a cuddle, and he's like, you're just re-traumatizing yourself after last night. I was like, yeah, but that doesn't mean I don't need a cuddle. God damn. Mucusy as well. I'm actually like, I was actually sobbing, guys. I don't think, I don't know if you guys could tell. I think you could tell obviously that I was crying. Fucking hell. Getting absolutely blasted by the game. Um, yeah, so, I think you guys, well, obviously you guys can tell I was crying, but like, I was actually bawling. Like, it's a fictional TV show. What the fuck is wrong with me? But like, genuinely, this is how much it hurts to like lose your special interest. I haven't even lost it. It's still my special interest. I'm also a bit worried about when we're gonna finish this. I'm hoping it's either this stream or next stream. I don't think it will be this stream, but I'm hoping it will be next stream. Because I would like to hopefully do cooperative with Mina at some point, which we have talked about. And I'm hoping we get to do that before. Are we still just chatting? God damn it. Hang on. I'm hoping we can do that just before, what's it called? Halloween comes in. Because obviously Poppy Playtime is going to start taking over the Monday streams, regardless of if we've finished this or not. Just because it's been a year since I planned on playing that in October, and there you go, thanks Mia. But yeah, so hopefully it's done by then. But also I'm willing to like put off playing like multiplayer until then. Well, girl, I know. We'll figure it out. Did I just eat my skips? Oh, by the way, I eat skips religiously at the minute. I think I'm gonna get a different crisp today because we got to do shopping today, if we have time. Last few weeks, Paul and I haven't been able to do on Monday shopping. I've also had to take money out of the computer fund. I know, I'm so sorry, guys, but I've had to take money out of the computer fund to pay for shopping this month because, like, it's fine. But I got skips, prawn cocktail flavor because any other flavor is a crime. But I have these. I couldn't eat these for a year because they smelled like decay. I'm not going to go into detail about why that happened. But I think that might be... Well, I think it will upset people for one. And also, for two, it will upset me to talk about, so... But just be aware that... decay... Sometimes, like, decay of things... can smell like prawn cocktail for some reason. And if it does, it will put you off eating things like skips for a whole year. Which sucks because they're one of my safe foods. I've also got no Coke, so by that I mean Coke. No. Oh.
Require me to warn you that this next test chamber is looking pretty good.
Oh.
The facility is completely operational
I
again.
beg to fucking differ, Han. But yeah, no, the I have I have Vimto squash currently. Oh dear. I leave. Have to be. Okay. Do you think I can, like, turn the light? Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, hang on. Always freaks me out when you can see yourself. This is gonna hurt. I'm in danger. Come on, come on, come on. Please. Ow. Okay. Does not give me 2 forms of light. Jeez. Alright. Painful. What was I talking about? Yeah, TV shows. So one of the things we really like watching is like Ice Road Chocolates. That's one we really enjoy watching. Which is so funny, but I think it's just because it's like interesting watching other people's lives and stuff. Another thing we have watched. I don't know. We used to watch a lot of like C.VA videos together. That was always fun. Nice, yeah. Problem is now we don't really have time to sit down and watch YouTube and stuff, which sucks. Right, what is going on? Okay. I have... Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I think I got it. Hang on. Ooh, that sounded promising. Oh, yeah, baby! Okay, this is great. We're off to a great start. Still don't know how to get that middle one, though. Wait, where's the other cube? I got it. I got it. Oh my god, I got it. Do I got it? Do I fucking got it? Look at me go. 10 out of 10 would employ me. Oh. Yeah, baby! Look at me! I'm a pro! I have played this before, but like, genuinely it's been so long I couldn't tell you when.
I think these test chambers look even better
Yeah.
than they did before. It was easy, really. You just have to look at things objectively, see what you don't need anymore, and trim out the fat.
This is a personal attack. Another TV series I want to watch with Paul is a TV series I've seen before. He's never seen.
Got a surprise for you after this next test. Not a fake, tragic surprise like last time. A real surprise with tragic consequences. And real confetti this time. The good stuff. Our last bag. Part of me's going to miss it. But at the end of the day, it was just taking up space.
Outnumbered is a TV show I really want to watch, Paul. Because if you didn't know, Paul's got 3 kids, and in Outnumbered they've got 3 kids, and I'm like, I wonder if this is going to be a relevant TV show for him to watch. Because I've seen it and I really enjoyed it. Another TV series I'd like to watch with him is IT Crowd, but I didn't manage to get through IT Crowd when I last watched it. Oh, nothing against it. I did enjoy it, but I think this was around the time that my attention span with TV series had started dying, so... Hello, IT, have you tried turning it on and off again? Okay. What are we looking at here? I am... much confusion. Right. See. Oh. That was easy. Okay. Don't worry, fam. I've got it. I'm an expert. Puzzle solving is my forte. Okay. Little bit dramatic. Hang on. What color is this? Right. Okay, I need to... Okay, I am... Oh, okay. I think I got it. Go fuck off. Okay, maybe not. Okay, maybe not. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it. I totally got it. Look at me go, guys. I'm a pro. There you go. Glad I sync on that. What the fuck?
Hey, buddy, I'm speaking in an accent that is beyond her range of hearing.
Look, metal ball, I can.
Run! I don't need to do the voice. Run! Run! Come on! Run! Come on! I'm closing the door. Okay, quick recap. We are escaping. All right, that's what's happening now. We're escaping. So you're doing great. Just keep running. Quick word about the future plans that I've got in store. We're gonna shut down her turret production line. All right, turn off her neurotoxin and then confront her. Again,
Oh.
for the moment, run! Come on, come on, come on! Run, for goodness
The
sake!
irony is you were almost at the last test. Here it is. Why don't you just do it? Trust me, it's an easier way out than whatever I sometime the fan came up with.
Oh, what? Come on, how stupid does she think we are?
Do I go for it? I want to find out what happens if I go for it. I just realized why it's so quiet. We can't hear the game. You should be able to hear the game. The desktop audio is on. I will turn it up. Listen, I gotta go and
Wait,
see.
where are you going? Where are you going?
Oh, look. There's a deer. You probably can't see it. Get closer.
Let's go. Okay. I just wanted to see what would happen. That's very good. Hope it's not too loud. Right, there we go.
This way, this way.
Where are you? Genuinely. Oh, okay.
Come on, come on!
Where'd he go?
Ah! What's going on in there? Can you get out? I heard gunfire. It's a bit late, this, but look out for gunfire. Probably doesn't help at this point, but I haven't at least tried. You're okay? Great, come on. This way, this way.
So much is going on.
Courage!
Oh,
Go,
fuck.
go, go, go. There's the exit. We're almost out of here. Bring in the whole place down. Hurry!
Oh, God.
Hurry! This way!
So sorry I'm not reading chat. I'm like really trying to muscle through this. I can't hear myself think.
We made it, we made it, we made it, we made it.
Jeez, I hope that's not too loud. Down slightly. That's better. Nina, loading. I've been informed a lot has happened in the forest, Jasper. Would you like to join Mina in the forest? As a true forest deity? I don't know if Jasper has the Sons of the Forest. No, I don't. I don't have Sons of the Forest. I have the original Forest game. I'm not really interested in getting Sons of the Forest. Thank you, though. I also just don't have time at this time. Thank you for the offer, though. Yeah, I've heard a lot's happened in it too. Huh. Wait, that's so weird. Is she wearing shorts? My trousers gone. I thought I had trousers on.
Ah, brilliant! You made it through. Well done. Okay, follow me. We've still got work to do. At least she can't touch us back here.
I've returned from my disappointing noodles.
Okay. Okay, don't move.
Why are they disappointing? Did you not have
Okay.
any
all right,
spicy
so
stuff?
I've got an idea, but it is bloody dangerous. Here we go. Oh, for God's... They told
Whoops. That was my bad. I started to turn up the game.
me that if I ever turn this flashlight on, I would die. They told me that about everything. I mean, I don't even know why they bothered giving me this stuff if they didn't want me to use it. It's pointless. Man. Ooh. It's dark down here, isn't it? They say that the old caretaker of this place went absolutely crazy. Chopped up his entire staff of robots. All of them robots. They say at night you can still hear the screams of their replicas. All of them functionally indistinguishable from the originals. No memory of the incident. Nobody knows what they're screaming about. Absolutely terrifying. Though obviously not paranormal in any meaningful way.
They're just plain chicken, instant chicken noodles. I don't have any ramen type ones. Could think of what to do with these. Bears. I mean, I like a good chicken noodle. I love like my favorite noodles, right? My favorite like cup noodles and stuff. Freaking the seafood cup noodle ones. Jump across where?
Let's keep moving. The factory entrance must be around here somewhere.
Same, but fancied something fancier. Lol.
Careful, careful. Wait, careful. Let me light this jump for you. this looks dangerous. I'll hold the light steady.
Well, great, because I can't see fucking anything.
Oh, nicely done. Quick, this way. Here's an interesting story. You might like this. I almost got a job down here in manufacturing, but guess who the foreman went with? Only an exact duplicate of himself. Nepotism. Ended up giving me the worst possible job, tending to all the smelly humans. Sorry, that's no, I wouldn't say smelly. Just attending to the humans. Sorry about that. That just slipped out. A bit the smelly humans. Okay, we have to split up here for a moment. Portal up to that passage, and I'll see you on the other side.
I can't fucking see fucking anything. Okay. Oh.
We've got to get you out of that room. Can you reach that wall back there? Okay, there's another wall over here.
Jeez, okay, I literally can't see what I'm doing when he does that. What is that? When I see Wheelie? No! Wheelie's 10 out of 10 better than GLaDOS. Well, fight me.
Oh, I'll tell you, humans, oh, love them. Just the way they look. Great. And their folklore, wonderful and very colourful.
Wheatley, more like weekly. No. GLaDOS can also catch these heads. Alright. I would pick Wheatley. 110% in a heartbeat. Where the fuck am I supposed to go, my dude?
Right. Well, I'm gonna take this rail down the back way. See you at the bomb. Good luck. Be careful.
Oh, jeez. I love Wheatley. Wheatley, my beloved. No. It's like in a loving way, I'm sure. Hello, Waffleting again. Hello, Golden Crook. Also, welcome, Blatty. Good to see you as well. Hello. I hope everyone's doing well today. Where are we going? Alright. Jeez. Sick. Alright. We must be coming out kind of close to the end. Temperature. Authorized personnel only. Well, that sign doesn't affect me because I can't fucking read. That's a joke.
Turret redemption lines active. Please do not engage with turrets heading towards redemption.
Redemption.
Turret redemption lines are not rides. Please exit the turret redemption line.
Alright, where am I supposed to go? What the? Where am I supposed to go? Ooh.
Different. Thank you. Get mad.
Now where am
Don't like lemonade. From was punished by the gods for giving the gift of knowledge to man. He was cast into the bowels of the earth, pecked by birds. It won't be enough. The answer is beneath us. Her name is Carolyn.
What? No! I didn't mean to. My friend. No. Wait. Oh. Wait, can I? Oh. I feel so bad for it. I didn't mean to drop it. No. Ah. Crouch jump over the railing. Well, that. I don't think I can. It doesn't work. It's too big. I can't get him. I'm so sad. Wait, can I get back up there, maybe? If I can get back up there, maybe. That's so bad. I didn't mean to drop him. No, I can't go back.
Yeah! What's that? Oh no, I'm one of the bad ones, aren't I?
Target acquired. Target acquired.
Identify yourself or I will shoot. Yeah! Clickety click click. Right on the money. Watch it learn, everyone. Watch it learn.
Target acquired.
How's that?
Target acquired.
I'm trouble.
Target acquired.
No bullets. Sorry.
Target acquired.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah! Got it! Good eye.
Target acquired.
Shooting blanks every time.
Oh, shit. Gone forever. No! Law drop right there. Oh my god, I still got it! What was I reading? GLaDOS is just an asshole. Wheatley is an asshole who tries to cover it up with nice words. I mean, fair. But, like, at least he's fucking trying, you know? Wheatley is worse. You think? Hello, can I get code for the bathroom? Authorized personnel only. Well, I can't read. Wait a minute, if you read the sign... If you read the sign, how can you... don't worry about it. I can't even read what you've written. Is that a maple turret? What is a maple turret? I spell it out phonetically like a toddler. Authorized persons only. No, you drop the maple turret. Listen, I will save Maple any day of the week. If she's saying to me I'm different and crying out from the like disintegration, I'm the one there. All the girls, I will literally jump over heat and fire to defend them, defend their honors. Nobody talks badly about my friends. But I got it. Gone forever. No, it's not gone forever. It's still in my hands. Look at it right there. I feel so much better now. You're gone forever. I see how it is. Bruh, Mimi, don't be nasty to people in chat. I just defended you. It's a song lyric. I didn't mean it. No. Damn. Like, hate injustice stream. There is no hate. Never would I ever. Every single time I can't escape it. Oh, Jasper. Dude, I will come for you. I will cradle this. I promise you, I will drop you. Do not give me your children. I will drop them. Not intentionally. That's why I always say to people when they try and have me their baby, it's like, don't give me your child. I'll drop it unintentionally. I would save you too. I will save you all. What is he saying? Right, hold it up here. Okay, stop saying anything. Right, I can't put him through there because it will disintegrate.
Alright, stand back here, buddy. Well, I tried.
Maybe I need to...
Well, yeah, I'm home.
Okay, maybe it would have been better at the bottom of the ground.
What's happening? What did I hit? No can do.
I will leave him there.
No one's.
I can't, like, take it through there, it will disintegrate him.
Hey, Squeaky Boys. Give me some of your bullets.
Target acquired.
Yeah, that's right. Little bullseye.
Target acquired.
Time to watch the mess. Anyone got any bullets? Hey, Squeaky Boys, how'd I do? Steady down.
Target acquired.
Cool. Okay, we made it.
Shoot blanks every time. All the time.
Well, I stand by my friend no matter what they'll do because I'm a good friend. I win within reason. Even if I wanted for 6 murders and robbing an orphanage of their families. God damn it, maybe I just literally listen. I'd be right or die. Right or die. Please don't commit murders. I'd rather not be on the run. But like, right or die over here. But please don't. Dude, honestly, like, in the nicest way, it's like, obviously these are my friends, IRL, as well as, like, on stream. Realistically, it's a case-by-case basis. I wouldn't stand by, you know, horrific crimes. I think that's a given in any circumstances. They wouldn't stand by me if I committed a horrific crime. I wouldn't expect them to. End of conversation. But you know what? I will stand by her. I need a pet turret. They're so cute. Okay. Maybe I think that might be a bit questionable. If you get a pet turret, how would your cats feel? Yeah, how would your cats feel? I was about to say Hashimoto. That's not what I meant. Minato and I remembered them the other day. Minato, and I can't remember the other one. God damn it. Terrified, lol. No, that's the one. I was like... I got their names, like, combined by accident. Autocorrected, and then autocorrected it in my brain. You made my cousin even knocking a child down. This was her statement as she was getting arrested. She knocked down my wheelie bin straight up. You know what? That's a... Like, this is a joke, by the way. We're not being serious.
I'm traveling.
Template. Response.
Yeah. Ah, come on.
Template. Response. Template. Response.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Template. Response.
Get buried, I quit. Oh, thank God. You saved my bacon, pal. I can't say a thing. Just have it. Fine.
Template. Response. Template. Response. Template. Response.
Yeah, let's do it.
Template. Response.
Wait a minute. Which one of them just exploded?
Template.
Hinoa and Minoto, there you go.
Oh, brilliant! You made it through. Well done.
Oh.
Follow me.
Template.
You're gonna love this.
Response.
I've been thinking more about, like,
Almost there.
getting a bird recently.
Ta-da! Only the turret control center. Thank you very much. See that scanner out there? Right? It's deciding which turrets to keep and which to toss, and it's using that master turret there as a template. Now, if we pull out the template turret, it'll shut down the whole production line. Right. I'm gonna have to hack the door so that we can get at it. Technical. You'll need to turn around while I do this.
Response.
Done. Hacked. Okay, go on. Just pull that turret out.
Response.
Hello.
Template.
Well,
Response.
that should do it.
Template missing. Continuing from memory.
Oh, it hasn't done it.
Template.
Right, let's figure out how to stop this turret line. Have you got any ideas?
Template. Response.
Any ideas? Any ideas? No? No, me neither. Wait, where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, have you got an idea? Okay, well, all right. Just do your idea and then come straight back.
Template. Response.
I'm gonna make you proud.
Template. Response.
Yeah, how you doing? This is just...
Template. Response.
Right, what's going on over there? You know, I'm actually over here still thinking really hard.
I got it. I'm smart.
Response.
We make fantastic.
This is just
Template.
Jasper
Response.
collecting her chat. What?
Template.
What,
Response.
grabbing the, like, grabbing the little, like, ones that are talking about the, yeah.
What are you... Oh, brilliant! That's brilliant!
Template. New template accepted.
If we're lucky, she won't find out all her turrets are crap until it's too late. Fantastic. Okay, keep your eye on the turret line. I'm gonna go and hack the door open.
You gonna give me bullets? Are there bullets up there?
Okay, I'm about to start hacking. It's a little bit more complicated than it looked from your side. It should take about 10 minutes. Keep one eye on the door.
Response.
This door's actually pretty complicated. Ah! Why was the door being opened? I mean, was there any sort of announcement before it opened? Like a buzzer or an alarm of some kind? Or like a hacker alert? I mean, you know, fair enough, the important thing is it's open, but just mention in the future. Cough or something. Alright, now, she can't use her turrets, so let's go and take care of that neurotoxin generator as well.
Why is it important? There's nothing here. Oh. Kind of sad, isn't it, seeing like the abandoned
Bring
place
your
and I've been
daughter
left
to
on.
work day. That
Aw.
did not end well. And 40 potato batteries. Embarrassing. I mean, I realise they're children, but still, you know, low-hanging fruit and all that. Barely science, really, is it?
Yes, wow, totally. Potato battery, not a lemon. What? I like how they're still like somewhat intact.
King soda volcano. Well, you know, at least it's not potato
That's
battery, I'll
what
give
he
it that,
said,
but
baking
it's not
them.
terrifically original, is it? You know what I mean? Not exactly primary research, even within the child sciences. I'm guessing this wasn't one of the scientists' children. You know, I don't want to be snobby, but let's be honest, it's got manual labourer written all over it, hasn't it? I'm not saying they're not as good as the professionals. You know, they're just a lot dumber.
This one works. HEI, sorry. You would definitely need a talking bird. I used to have a talk. Derek used to talk a lot more than a green sheet conure is supposed to talk. Which, if you didn't know who Derek was my previous bird. He was very loved. He was a turquoise Juno green cheek conure. Unfortunately, we lost him due to a spinal injury that he sustained falling from a perch in his cage. It was an accident. It happens. He was my baby. I loved him. I still love him to this day. I will get a tattoo at some point soon to commemorate him. He was my baby. But yeah, it's always left like a parrot-shaped hole in my heart, and Paul and I watch a lot of like bird videos before going to bed, and I think we've both kind of settled that we'd like to get an Indian ringneck, not an African grey. I'm not interested. Right. But I would like an Indian ringneck. So we are thinking about getting one of those because it's a like proper chatty bird, and it's the sort of bird that I would like echolalia with. We would be one brain cell combined. I have the brain of that thing. We just would repeat the same phrases back at each other and have a full conversation that way. Rip Derek. It was very sad at the time, but you know, this was like a year ago now. I'm coming up to 2 years ago. And also, it was a big contributor to why Paul and I got together. Unfortunate that as it was kind of the push that it ended my previous relationship and into my current one. I guess silver linings and all. Would have preferred to have had both. Gotta remember doing these things for high school. I've never done any of these for high school, for any school. I had a blue buggy that used to say sausages. Oh, a blue budgie. I thought you meant like a budgie, like a pram. They used to say sausages until we accidentally got him an abusive boyfriend. Oh, man. That sucks. Derek was very loved by my family, but... Whoa.
Yeah, it's growing right up into the ceiling. The whole place is probably overrun with potatoes at this point, isn't it? At least you won't starve, though.
Energy for the future. Bruh. Is that... I know they grow, like... They're, like, invasive, but, like, I don't think it would grow this substantial. Maybe it's some of that neurotoxin. Oh. We were told it was a girl, it was a boy, and kept hurting my dad's hand. Oh. Oh, humping my dad's hand. Derek was a bit weird. He would, like, get really excited when you came to the window and he'd start, like, humping the TV. It was so weird. But he wouldn't do it any other time. I'm not really sure what he was up to. But I'll never forget him. Like, I used to, like, play Skyrim and he used to sit on my controller and, like, chew the thumbsticks, which was not great. I had to replace those. And, he would also, like, sit on top of the screen while I played while I was in Skyrim, and when the, like, little, like, you know the little, like, task indicator where it tells you where, like, the entrance is to where you're going, like, your pointer for the map, he used to, like, chase that and, like, try and bite it on the screen. It was so cute. What a freaky boy. I know.
I'm pretty sure we're going the right way, just to reassure you.
They're just birds, they're just weird. I don't even know if he was a boy, to be honest. We just kind of just called him Derek. It was that or Castiel at the time. And I named him because I thought it was really funny to name a really, like, tiny, like, measly little bird after, like, a really buff character. So I named him after Derek from Teen Wolf, because that was another thing I was interested in at the time. Not something I'm interested in anymore. I couldn't muscle my way through that TV series.
Don't worry, I'm absolutely guaranteeing you 100% that it's this way. Oh, it's not this way. Okay, let's try this way.
Yeah, he was called Derek Spot, respective last name, for also the other name he was going to be given, which was Spock. Good boy, goodest boy. I loved him very much. I wouldn't get another green cheek conure though. For one, they're a really bitey species. If you want a bird, you want an example, don't get a bird for a
This is
Can you
the
shut up? I'm
neurotoxin
trying to have a
generator.
conversation
Bit
here.
bigger than I expected. Not going to be able to just, you know, push it over. Have to apply
Why
some
not?
cleverness. There's some sort of control room up at the top, so let's go and investigate.
My advice with birds is green cheek conures are not great if you're like. I thought it would be a good starter bird. Unfortunately, they're not great if you're like. If you're nervous about biting or anything. They're really
There's our
bitey.
handiwork. I shouldn't laugh, really. They do feel pain, of a sort. It's all simulated, you know. But real enough for them, I suppose. I'm
Okay.
afraid the door's locked. Just check. What are you doing? We don't know what that button. Oh, the door's open. Well done. Let's see what
Would be me in an emergency situation.
it is, however, password protected. Alarm bells, no. Don't worry, alright? Not a problem for me. You may as well have a little rest, actually, while I work on it. Okay. Here we go. The hardest
Literally
part of
just
any
like
task
sees
is
button
figuring
presses
out how
it
to
without the
start
dialogue
things.
even
That's
happening.
always tricky. But let the games begin. Alright, what have we got? A computer. Not a surprise, to be expected, to be honest. Check that off the list. Computer identified. Tick. There is a box part here.
I'm learning
We've got
today.
some
Good.
electronics in there.
Well, we need it not shutting up.
A
Laura
monitor.
figuring out
Yes,
Wheatley's
that will be
first.
important, I imagine.
Purpose.
I'll
Sorry
keep
about
an eye on
Jasper.
that.
Oh, okay.
In case something useful comes up, important
Jasper
words
figuring out
like
Wheatley's purpose.
password
Straight up.
identified or something like that. There's a flat bit. Not sure what that is.
Am I supposed to,
but
like-
Noted. Anyone says
Is he
to
just
me,
gonna keep
"Is there a flat
talking
bit?"
until I figure out another way in?
Spinning thing. Not sure. Floor. What's the floor doing? Do you know what? It's holding everything up. Holding
Look
everything up.
directly at implosion. Okay.
Pens. Don't see any though. If we start making a list of things that aren't here, we could be alright. Pens. So let's stick with things we can see, not stuff.
Oh, I see. Okay. I got it. I figured it out.
Alright. Preparing to interface with the neurotoxin central control circuit. Begin. Hello, Gav. Neurotoxin inspector. Shut this place down for a moment. Here's my credentials. Shut yourself down. I am totally legit. From the Board of International
I pressed the wrong one.
Observers from the United Arab Emirates. Hello. Nothing. I tell you, he's good. This one, he is good. I'm gonna need to break out the expert level hacking.
There we go.
Do you smell neurotoxin? Hold on, the neurotoxin levels are going down. Hold on, something's wrong. Neurotoxin levels up to 50%. No, it's down. Sorry, my mistake. I meant to say it's down 50%. It's good news. Carry on. That did it. Neurotoxin at 0%. Yes. Hold on.
Warning. Neurotoxin pressure has reached dangerously unlethal levels.
Surely that would do me some damage being stood here. Oh fuck, that makes me a bit
Well
nauseous.
good. We can ride it straight to her. I can't hold up.
Oh! Wheatley a serial yapper? Me too, fam, me too. Maybe that's why I like him so much. Mind you, the actor's in a lot of like the Cornetto trilogy stuff, so the voice actor, I mean.
This should take us right to her. I can't believe I'm finally doing this. Woo! I knew this would be fun. They told me it wasn't fun at all, so they said it's not fun at all. And I believed them. I don't know, I was a fool to myself. Oh, and I'm loving this. Whale of a time.
It's just
This
genuine,
place
I think
is
that's why I
huge.
like him.
And we're only seeing the top layer. It goes down for miles. All sealed off years ago, of course. We should be getting close. Oh, I cannot wait to see the look on her face. No neurotoxin, no turret. She'll never know what hit her. Hold on, because I might not have thought this next part completely. Ah! Well, I'm going the wrong way. Get to her. I'll find you.
How's he gonna reattach himself though? Got the wind. Right. Give me 2 seconds. Because I need to find out when okay. I'm trying to figure out when never do drink, I think you know I will drink to that. I'm trying to figure out when we need to kind of maybe slow our roll on this and it might be coming up. Just because I don't know how many chapters are in this and also we've got like the whole potato thing is such great foreshadowing. I literally can't remember what happens, but I'm like a bit nervous that we're gonna be running. I mean, I'm not against finishing it this episode, but I think I'd be cutting it quite close. Okay. Right. We'll continue on, but I think we're kind of get it close. You know what I mean? And we'll do one more bit. So.
I honestly, truly didn't think you'd fall for that. In fact, I devised a much more elaborate trap further ahead for when you got through this easy one. If I'd known you let yourself get captured this easily, I would have just dangled a turkey leg on a rope from the ceiling. Well, it was nice catching up. Let's get to business. I hope you brought something stronger than a portal gun this time.
Oh, I see.
Otherwise, I'm afraid you're about to become the immediate past president of the Being Alive Club. Uh-huh. Seriously, though. Goodbye.
But it's still in a box.
This is trouble. Not again. Here comes up. Locked and loaded. All the same.
Oh. You were busy back there. Well, I suppose we could just sit in this room and glare at each other until somebody drops dead. But I have a better idea. It's your old friend, deadly neurotoxin. If I were you, I'd take a deep breath and hold it.
Hell.
Hello.
I hate you so much.
Warning. Central core is 80% corrupt.
That's funny. I don't feel corrupt. In fact, I feel pretty good.
Alternate core detected.
Oh, that's me they're talking about.
To initiate a core transfer, please deposit substitute core in receptacle.
Core transfer. Oh, you are kidding me.
I've got an idea. Do what it says. Plug me in.
Do not plug that little idiot into my mainframe.
No, you should plug that little idiot into the mainframe.
Don't you dare plug him in.
Plug me in. Plug me in.
Don't do it.
Don't listen to her. Do it. Do it.
Why is she built
Plug
kinda...
me in.
Don't plug him in.
Substitute core accepted.
She's got, like-
Substitute core. Are you ready to start the procedure?
Yes.
Corrupted
You know?
core. Are you ready to start the procedure?
No.
Oh, yes, she is.
No, 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 no.
Stalemate detected. Transfer procedure cannot continue.
Yes.
Pull me out, pull me
Unless
out.
a stalemate associate is present to press the stalemate resolution button.
Pull me out, leave me in, leave me in. Don't press it.
Don't do it.
Yes, do it.
Don't
am I
press
pressing?
that button. You don't know what you're doing.
I think she's
No, I never know what I'm doing, and that's part of the fun. Oh,
Think about this. You need to be a trained stalemate associate to press that button.
oh fuck!
You're
Fuck off!
unqualified.
No, 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 no!
Listen
I've
to
got
her,
this.
alright?
It's
It is true
fine.
you don't have the qualifications, but you've got something far more important than that. A finger.
No, for
Alright, with which to
fuck's
press that button so that she won't kill us.
Impersonating a stalemate associate.
Okay, I see
I just
what.
added that to the list. It's a list I made of all the things you've done.
Yeah,
It's
well-
a list that I am making. Because you're still doing things right now.
You're still
even though
talking.
I
The
told
pair
you
of you
stop.
need to fucking pack it
Stop,
in. You're
by the
worse
way.
than me.
Okay, that's totally correct, but where it's incorrect is that while I've been stalling you, we just pressed the button. Use the load of confusion I've just created to press the button.
What is going on? How the fuck am I?
Let me just, I don't know if I've ever taken the time to do this, but have I ever told you the qualities that I love most in you? In order, number one, resolving things. Love the way you resolve things, particularly disputes.
Is he
And
talking to
number
me?
one, also tied, button pushing. Two things I love about you, button pushing and the ability to resolve things, chiefly disputes. First thing I thought about you when I saw you, I thought, now, there is a lady who could resolve any button-based disputes if they should arise. A diamond in the rough, if you will, a bloody natural, a born dispute resolution advisor in need of a button. Sorry to interject again, but if you do not push the button, the deadly neurotoxin emitters will come back online, at which point she will most likely fill you to brimming with neurotoxin. Not trying to rush you, just throwing that out there for leisurely
Yeah, well,
digestion.
I'm trying to figure it out. It's a lot harder than it looks. Jesus Christ, I actually don't know
Here's a
what
good
I'm
idea.
supposed to do.
You should definitely press that button.
I'm trying. I'm fucking trying. I'm fucking trying, dude. You know how hard it is? Listen. No, no, no. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. What am I doing?
Press the button.
I'm trying. Right.
Press the button.
Oh. You know what? Ow.
Press the button, will you?
I'm trying. Oh my god, I actually just want to cry. I don't know how to fucking get. I don't. Really hard to do these puzzles when you go like. Fuck!
Stalemate resolved.
How did I manage it?
Please return to the core transfer bay.
Here we go! Wait, what if this hurts? What if this really hurts? Ah, I didn't think of that.
Oh, it will. Believe me, it will.
Are you just saying that, or is it really gonna hurt? You're just saying that, aren't you? You're just no, you're not. It is gonna hurt, isn't it? Exactly how painful are we talking? Ah!
Hands off me. No, stop.
It's a bit horrifying, isn't it?
No, no, no.
It's like a bit disturbing. Oh.
Wow! Check me out, partner. We did it.
And now
We
he's
controlled
got
the whole facility now.
a body.
Whoa! Would you
Yeah,
look at
okay.
this? Not too bad, eh? Giant robot, massive. It's not just me, right? I am bloody massive, aren't I? Oh, right, yeah, the escape lift. I'll call it now. There we go. Lift called. Look how small you are down there. I can barely see you. Very tiny and insignificant. Let me tell you, I knew it was going to be cool to be in charge of everything. But, wow, this is cool. And check this out. I'm a bloody genius now.
Estás usando este software de traducción de forma incorrecta. Por favor, consulte el manual.
I don't even know what I just said, but I can find out. Oh, sorry, no, the lift. Yes, sorry, I keep forgetting. This body's amazing, seriously. I can't get over how small you are, but I'm huge. Actually, why do we have to leave right now? Do you have any idea how good this feels? I did this. Tiny little Wheatley did this.
She's got that curvature we all love. Yeah.
She did all the work.
Oh, really?
Net redeem drink dummy, but I don't have any drinks, so I'm just gonna have to go and get it real quick. I will leave the thing on, so just give me 2 seconds. Don't worry, you'll still be able to hear me. The problem is I can't pause it. Alright, she's back. Speak, and she's got a drink. Okay, Nat. Nat, redeem drink to me. I will drink to that. Ugh. No Coke for me because she's ran out. I also need to read the chat. We do like Stephen Merchant and the Cornetto trilogy. I love the Cornetto trilogy, and Stephen Merchant is a big part of it. He's also in a lot of other stuff, but it's the best example I can give that's relevant to chat. The whole potato thing. Oh, I did do the drink redeem. God damn it. Sorry, Nat. Well, you got 2 drink redeems. She got that curvature we all love. I know. It's like, why'd they give her like a dumpy, but like backwards? I can't believe those words just came out of my shock. One of the pads flips you onto the white panel on the floor. Use it to push yourself through the ball. Gotcha. I managed to do it. I just kind of got in there quick. Oh, that also works. Oh my fucking god, she fucking brute force it. I know.
Really? That's what the 2 of you think, is it? Well, maybe it's time I did something then.
What are you doing? No, no, no.
And don't think I'm not onto you too, lady. You know what you are? Selfish. I've done nothing but sacrifice to get us here. And what have you sacrificed? Nothing. 0. All you've done is boss me around. Well, now who's the boss?
I haven't said a fucking word!
Ah! See that? That is a potato battery. It's a toy for children. And now she lives in it. Sorry, what?
The engineers tried everything to make me behave, to slow me down. Once, they even attached an...
Hang on. I hope you guys can hear it. Welcome, Matt. It's good to see you. Hello, cold and wet waffle. Thank you. I am not wet, but I'm very cold. I'm sitting here with like a blanket on and the heating turned up, but it's not really doing very much. My poor hands are so cold. I literally, in this sort of weather, I can't like itch myself or like touch my skin at all with my hands because it's like painfully cold. Where I just got back Wheatley's Evil. I've never played Portal. Bruh! Fucking spoilers! Yeah, sorry. Wheatley is, yeah. Got plugged into the mainframe, and the mainframe is evil, so it's made Wheatley evil. Potato foreshadowing complete, yeah. Wheatley is the antagonist for the rest of the game, yeah. And GLaDOS is a potato on your gun. Straight up.
intelligence dampening sphere on me. It clung to my brain like a tumor, generating an endless stream of terrible ideas.
No, not listening, not listening.
It was your voice.
No, you're lying, you're lying.
You're the tumor. You're not just a regular moron. You're designed to be a moron.
I am not a moron!
Yes, you are. You're the moron they built to make me an idiot.
Well, how about now? Now who's a moron? Could a moron punch you into this pit?
I'm in here.
Could a moron do that? Uh-oh.
Wheatley, I swear to God. GLaDOS's goals. What, in like figures? Stuffs potato down my pants. Excuse me. Oh yeah, this is the old. Now we're going into the old levels. The fall. There we go.
So, how are you
Where are you?
I'm a potato. Oh, good. My slow clap processor made it into this thing. So we have that. Since it doesn't look like we're going anywhere, well, we are going somewhere, alarmingly fast actually. But since we're not busy other than that, here's a couple of facts. He's not just a regular moron. He's the product of the greatest minds of a generation, working together with the express purpose of building the dumbest moron who ever lived. And you just put him in charge of the entire facility. Good, that's still working. Hey, just in case this pit isn't actually bottomless, do you think maybe you could unstrap one of those long fall boots of yours and shove me into it? Just remember to land on one foot.
No, I can't grab you. Cool. What the fuck? I ignore the stream elements message, there's nothing on that list. Hang on. Right. I'm probably gonna wrap up there just because we're kind of coming close to the exit game. And she wants to save it one more stream. Anyway. GLaDOS is just rage baiting an idiot into killing you straight up. It's a good thing Shell has heals. That stops you from dying from any fall height. Yeah. Man, it's crazy how at the same time as an idiot is in charge of the science facility, the Combine are ruling the Earth? What? I don't know anything about the like background of the game or anything. Alright, I'll have a good time. Well, I'll see you a little while. God, I can't read today. Alright, have a good time, little waffle. See ya. Thank you, Mattis, for coming. I'm so sorry that this is kind of like a short stream. Portal and Half-Life happened in the same universe. Wait, really? Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense. Maybe we should play Half-Life at some point. I will look into it if that's something people are interested in watching. Yes, okay, that explains a lot. Dude, I don't even know, like, anything about, like, Half-Life at all. I've never played it. I just know that you used to have it to play Gary's mod. So, have a good rest of your day. I'm slowly wrapping up stream. Thank you very much for coming, guys. Aperture Science is the competitor of Black Mesa. Okay, I got you. Right. Anyway, enjoy your day, JasperWackx. Just again. Thank you very much for coming. I'm so sorry. I feel like this is a bit of an abrupt end, especially because I just spent the entirety of the beginning of this stream just bawling my eyes out over Supernatural. So yeah. Hopefully by Thursday, before everyone goes, just a quick little thing. I hope everyone's aware that on Thursday we will be starting playthrough of Monster High Ghouls, New Ghoul in School, I think is what it's called, and I'm very excited. If you guys want to see me come and absolutely like fangirl my heart out in a game and make me feel less cringe about it, please come. I'm very excited. That'll be at 4 o'clock on 4 p.m. GMT on Thursday. I'm very, 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 very excited. I've worked my ass off trying to get this game for you guys, and finally I found an archive. Shout out to the archive website I use. I can't remember what it's called. Woo! Yeah, I got it. Yeah, also shout out to Mimi and everyone for giving me advice on the Discords and stuff. I really appreciate that. It was kind of like unfortunate that I found it at the same time, so it turned out to not be necessary, but I still really appreciated it. Ghouls.archive.card.co if you are interested in getting access to any of the Monster High Archive stuff. That is the available one. You can also just search up Monster High Archive, it will come up. But if you want to like watch the old web series, the films, if you want access to the old games with emulators that will support them, this one doesn't require one, so we won't be using one. Any of that, you can go find it over there. It's all on Google Drive. It's not torrented or anything. It's unfortunate that it's, you know, I'm not able to pay for it. I would have liked to have supported the developers, but unfortunately they've delisted it because of Generation 3, which is understandable, but we got it, so it's not a big deal. I've also got the older games anyway somewhere, so it's not a problem. Anyway, if you guys are interested in finding stuff out, that's available. If you're also as interested in Monster High as I am. But we will be playing that on Thursday, and I'm really fucking excited about it. I hope everyone can attend. I know that not everyone can attend on the Thursday streams, but I'm very, very, very excited, so hopefully that's good. Anyway, with that, guys, I will love and leave you. I don't think there's enough of us to raid anyone, and I'm not sure if anyone's even on at this time of day. Bye bye, bye Nat. Thank you for coming. No, okay. Right. There's no one online. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for coming today. Then there's more than enough to raid. That's fucking wait, is there? I didn't even look. I literally don't have anyone on my suggestions. That's so shit. Why is my friend online? Dude, I have like 7 people. Wow, that's crazy. Jeez, the window's almost burst open. Go. Why can I hear myself? What's going on? Wait, that's unfortunate. Sorry, caps lock. I have to think. Maybe give me a second. Isn't Paul oh wait, your friend's on, Mimi. You don't have to feel pressured. No, I would like to. Isn't Pal D.A. Quilla your friend, Mimi? Because they're online. We could raid them. Yes, okay, right, I will raid them. I will send you guys over there. They're playing Undertale right now, which is a bit different from our game, but probably more enjoyable. Did double L then, that could have been bad. Please go through. Hopefully everyone goes over. 3 viewers, 5 viewers, 6 viewers. Excellent. Right. Cool. Thank you very much for joining me today, guys. And I will see you on Thursday for Monster High Raid. Yes. I will see you on Thursday for our new game, Monster High. And yes, I'm very excited. Hopefully see you there. Hopefully I'm not unwell or anything, which is usually how that goes. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining me today, guys. And I will see you all very soon. Bye bye. Bye.